Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at Polkadot, which is currently down 4.5%. The entire market is seeing a slight jump downwards as Bitcoin is down 3% today, and we've sort of predicted this crash in the previous few videos. We talked about how Bitcoin is most likely going to head down here if it doesn't break above 91,000, somewhere around here, and stay above. It hasn't done so. It instead used this prior resistance as an actual resistance level and is looking like it will continue to come down to roughly 74 or 69,000, which again will affect the entire altcoin market. Now in today's video we're going to be jumping into exactly where I think Polkadot could be going and a few other altcoins as well. But before we jump into all of that, I want to ask you guys to check out the Discord down below. You can see on the screen right now just how many trades our members have been winning. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, make sure you join up, start copying the trades. Super easy to copy. You simply join up, copy, paste into your exchange and profit like you're seeing on the screen right now. So yeah, make sure you do that. It will be the first link in the description. Now back to Polkadot. So overall we have been in an uptrend over the past few days, as you can see right here, trending up really nicely, and this is what you usually want to see on any coin. You don't want to see this really fast growth, although it is very enjoyable. Instead, this sort of growth is much more preferred because it usually means that the crash will also be relatively slow when it does come, that we're actually able to establish support and resistance levels. So right here we've established a resistance at roughly 450, and we're going to look to head down, and then obviously that's going to be the next resistance we look to break once we do start heading back up. But overall I think Polkadot is still very undervalued. You know, we've been accumulating anywhere under $5 I said is a good area to DCA, and under $4 is an absolute steal, which is where we went to for quite a few hours during the days of the 10th and 11th of March. So yeah, there was plenty of time to accumulate Polkadot, and there still is time as we're still under $5, simply because every single time that we've been at these levels in the past, we've always gone up, you know, 100% of the time to at least $8 right here, and 3 out of the 4 times we've gone up to $12. So yeah, it's overall I think a very good level historically, and even right now the market is in such a better state than it was previously in, you know, the end of 23 going into 24. And also I'd say from this time, because now we actually have Trump as president, we're gonna get new crypto laws established, and he's a pro-crypto president. Yes, you know, right now it's not been the best simply because of the uncertainty in the market, but I think a lot of people have to remember as well that nobody expected this much change this quickly, and it's obviously going to cause uncertainty in the market. But once the investors and people in the market start to become, you know, at norm with how Trump likes to operate, which is quite, you know, sporadically and volatile, I think whenever we get this sort of news of tariffs or something, you know, launching like that, I don't think we'll start to see these huge dumps and huge pumps as we're seeing right now. Instead, I think the market will adapt, and when we do get really good news like a crypto reserve, for example, we will see a pump. But when we get, you know, tariffs, sure, we might see a bit of a dump, but I don't think it'll be, you know, 10-20% like we've previously seen, because again, this isn't a dump that's based on crypto and the premise on any of these coins, apart from maybe, you know, Dog with Hat or Rune, which did actually get rugged. So it's not based on the premise on any of those coins and their projects. It's an entire market crash. The S&P crashed 10%, which is huge. You have to remember the S&P is, you know, worth 55 trillion or something crazy around there, so 10% is over $5 trillion worth wiped out of the US economy. Bitcoin crashed from 108 to 76. I doubt it was a trillion wiped out, but it was definitely a lot of billion. So the entire market has crashed, nothing to do with crypto, and I think it's providing, you know, a great time to actually buy a lot of coins because they're undervalued and the news isn't priced in properly. So that's why I'm personally going to be accumulating even more Polkadot, and you know, we've been accumulating Polkadot even before the first bull run in 21. We were accumulating at $3, $5, $10 as well, and it ran up to over $50, which was insane. And yeah, we've been accumulating more this year and the previous years also. So I think it's good as well. You can stake up. I think you can garner, you know, 16% APR, which is really good. If you stake up and hold until $11-12, already that's 3x. With the staking, you're going to look at a 3.5x simply from the compounding. So yeah, added profit. I think you won't find a lot of coins like this with this little risk, in my opinion, because there's not much lower that that Polkadot can actually fall to. And if it does, I don't really see how much lower it can go. You know, this is the ultimate low that we've reached, 350. So yeah, hopefully the market does get better, because I don't know how much lower it could go. You know, this is the lowest I've seen. I've never seen it anywhere lower. But yeah, I think it's very undervalued here. Again, Bitcoin is most likely going to continue to come down unless we get some sort of great news that will pump it up. But the issue is the market is still unstable. We still have those tariffs. We still have no ceasefire. You know, the market is still in a tough position. Lots of uncertainty still. Nobody knows whether we're in for a bull market or in for a bear market. And that's why it's much easier to sell off during this time rather than it is to accumulate. So we're most likely going to continue falling on Bitcoin until all of that is resolved. The levels we could fall to are 74 or 69,000, somewhere around here. And how that would look for altcoins, I mean, already we're seeing ETH back below 2k. You know, for ETH, maybe we'll fall to maybe 1.6, 1.2k, which is already a lot. It's gonna be like a 50% dip. For Polkadot, I don't think we'll see another 50% dip. I think the worst has come in the form of us falling from 12 to 350. So yeah, I don't think we'll see Polkadot really go a lot lower, simply because there's not anywhere lower it could go. You know, we even in the worst time of the bear market, we only hit 360. So yeah, I think we're still okay for Polkadot, and I think it's still good to accumulate. As for take profit levels, it really depends where you want to sell. Again, we're looking for, you know, at least 2.5, 3x without the staking, which would be at around 10 to 11, $12, which I think is a very modest price target. And afterwards, you know, you can leave some runners for if we go to 15, 20, whatever dollars. If you want to take profits a bit sooner and not risk as much, you could take profit at $8.50, somewhere around here, for a 2.5x. Again, really good profits, really easy level to hit. You know, we hit it a lot of the times when we come from here. I think we, again, like I said in the start of the video, we hit it 4 for 4 times, or $8 4 for 4 times. So I think it's a great level to take some profits at if you don't want to hold for the longer term and you don't want to risk it. Again, we need Bitcoin dominance to continue falling. It is slowly starting to fall off, but again, when we reach, you know, the 55, the 50% on Bitcoin dominance on the percent chart, that's when you'll really start to see these altcoins moon a lot. Apart from that, other coins I'm going to be keeping an eye out on this week include Doge, just consolidating right now, very little volume. They also include Fetch, still down tremendously, very little volume. XRP performing quite well, jumping in between these supports and resistances, quite nice, can find some good trades there. Sui also performing relatively okay, larger volume than Fetch and Doge. Render at an extreme low, good for accumulations. Polkadot we've already mentioned. Solana also at an extreme low. Hopefully it does start to continue back up. We're gonna have to wait and see. ETH again under 2k is an insane steal, but we still want to get, you know, maybe 1.8k for ETH, and Bitcoin as well. So yeah, that's practically it for today's video. Again, if you want to be getting my trades every single day, then check out the Discord down below. If you need a place to actually buy, sell, or trade cryptocurrency for the lowest fees with the best sign-up bonuses, then check out all the exchanges we're working with down below. Also, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.